Cansin, it is so lovely to chat to you today for She Can. Tell me a little about yourself and what you do.
Yeah. Hello, Stephanie. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. This space you have created for women, I think it's really important. And thank you. I'm Cansin Senel. I'm 29 years old and I'm living in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm Turkish. I'm an actress, actually. I'm also a theater producer. And actually, I graduated from a film school, so I'm doing directing and writing a bit. In fact, I've been working in many parts of the industry since I was 20, but my desire is acting from since the day one. Yeah.
That's amazing, Cansin. So you have so many different roles in the cinema world. Tell us a little how you got to where you are today.
Actually, I decided at a young age that I want to be an actor, but I was a bit shy, and because my grades were so good, so everyone had different expectations for me, as a career. Still, after high school, I found that strength to move forward on the path, what I wanted. And my family was, worried about this, of course, but they didn't try to stop me, which was really lucky. But instead of an acting school, I started a film school, where the main subject was, of course, directing. It was, I think, kind of a little bit of fear and self-defense or something like that, because it was behind the scene. And we had courses in writing and editing and cinematography and directing. Now I realize that what I learned in different areas very useful today. But at that time, I felt like I was too late for acting. While at university, I started working as an assistant in a theater. So that's how I got a scholarship for acting classes in there. And my network expanded, and I worked many jobs, like film festivals or assistant directing in commercials. And then I started producing, but I was getting actually further and further away from what I really wanted. So I decided to leave it all in 2018. It was a really tough decision for me, but I can say that the career I really wanted started after that, because I think I made space for myself for the first time, and now I can describe myself as an actor without any confusion. Yeah, by the way, I couldn't stay away from theater much, so I'm still a producer, but I'm arranging the time to take time for both of them. Yeah, I guess I can sum it up like that.
That sounds like such an interesting journey, Cansin. Thank you for sharing that. Tell us a little more. So you divide your time between being an actress. Is that mostly for movies and films, or is that also in theater? And then you are behind the scenes in a theater?
Yeah, actually both of them in theater. I'm behind the scene as a producer for other actors, like more celebrity ones. I'm also doing theater for myself, and I'm taking some place for television and sometimes the movies. Not like I'm not that known right now, but I mean it's keep going. Yeah, I'm okay with that, but of course it is there's so many waiting periods and doing something and writing, and I'm trying to keep things balanced. Yeah, and I need to, of course, earn some money, and producing is also good for this. Yeah.
Absolutely. Cansin, tell us what motivates you in all of this. What is it in theater that excites you?
Mm-hmm. I think this is a question that people who have chosen this profession to often ask themselves, because it is sometimes really hard to stay motivated at such a long and uncertain process and on an insecure ground, actually. I think it is a real challenge. Stay strong and stay calm in during the waiting period. I think my dreams and my desire to tell my story continue to motivate me, and my desire to cross the borders of my mind and maybe my country somehow keeps me going.
That sounds so incredible, Cansin. Well done. Tell me, what do you think are your superpowers? What do you think makes you so good at what you do?
I guess I'll say that my ability to communicate, because I always find a way to communicate with everyone in every condition. And I actually realized much later that's a superpower, but it is. Also, my superpower is I really committed to my self-care routines that I create for myself in life. That's how I centered myself for keep going, actually. I think, yeah, that's my power.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Cansin. What would your top tips be for other women your age, Cansin? What would you tell them to do?
The most important, or maybe the only important thing in life, I think, try to get to know ourselves, to try to understand our each new emotion, and actually questioning everything as a human being. Of course, it's not something I can do perfectly every day, but I can say that I am consciously working on it every day, because especially as women, we tend to shift our priority to other people, because that's we've been taught, and it's also this compassion that comes from our so realizing to putting yourself centered is not selfish. I think this is a good place to start, and there are millions of women who don't even have a choice. So we have to use our chances for all of us, I guess.
I love that, Cansin. Yeah, I totally agree. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you can help somebody else. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Cansin, my last question would be, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years' time? What are the dreams of things you would like to achieve?
Yeah, first of all, as an actor and screenwriter, I dream to share my story with the world. And of course, having reached an easier and safer stage in my own life. And I know that the barrier is in my mind. I mean, that's how it is for all of us. It's just the issues are different. For me, it's like being a well-known actor in the world. Actually, the problem is in the limits that we created and sentences we repeat for the years, and then we decide actually it's impossible. So my dream is I want to change that forever for myself first, but yeah.
Is to overcome the barriers inside of yourself to fully step into your power. Yeah, that's very, very inspiring, Cansin. Oh, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Lovely.
And thank you so much, yeah.